reverse somehow, but it actually isn't because people pass on the left. And now we have cars that need to pass on the left. And if they don't see a bike in the bike lane, then they hit that person. And in fact, there was a woman who, you know, it's almost like she was flown, like at that corner, she got hit while a car was trying to pass in the bike lane, and she got catapulted to right in front of the synagogue as if they delivered someone, you know, right to their doorstep. That's what someone else said. I was like, that's an interesting take on that. So we have, you know, Halloween decor. 1800 is more of a, I see it as like condos, apartments. Something else goes on in that building. It's not, I don't see it as a home for one, like a single family home. I don't see it that way. Some of these homes are used for advertisements. So back when the mayoral race was going on, there's a grocery store king, I forget the guy's name, but he made it seem like he was coming out of one of these homes. And they did a whole advertisement, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually live here. And he owns a grocery store, you know, that's serviced like West Philadelphia and gave jobs and everything to Philadelphia. Well, there's no trash on Delancey today, so I'm curious why this trash truck needed to come down here. Good question, because I wanted to go to this end house for a special picture. So their trash day was like 2 days ago, Tuesday. I'm not sure why they're here. Alright. Light's still on, it hasn't gone off yet for the daytime. So if it were trash day, you would see all the trash gathered up on the sidewalk or behind, like a lot of houses are used behind. So here's and then we have a golden spigot or spout. Do we want to use a phone to take a picture? Or? We're using this phone now. 1834. 34, and like the door knocker is like a bullhorn nose ring or whatever. So I'll post this later. And then this building here is actually part of an apartment building that takes up the whole block. The Gordon Mead building. I forget what it's called. Alright, so we'll just walk back down Delancey. This is the 1800 block of Delancey. That's with an EY at the end. So I actually house sat for someone who lived at 2128 Delancey. In 2015, I did, 10 overnights for them while they were helping their daughter get situated in Seattle. I believe that's where she moved. That's what she said. And she was my age. It's not, she's, I'm 53, so I say daughter, but their adult daughter who was living in two different places at least, like the Pepper Building on Lombard and 19th, and also the 600 block of Bainbridge, where that red door is, across from that larger parking, it's not large, but it's an open air parking lot for like 10 cars or 5 cars near Rally Coffee. So I really liked her. Her name is Jen, I believe, unless she's like a total, front over person. I can't tell any longer because of how bad this was. But I was like, oh my God, I found, a normal person was put on my path. That's what I'll say. People are put on my path. So I can go looking, but, it's like books find you, Anyway, so she was normal, and I was like, okay, hopefully this is someone who can help me escape whatever this is. Mind you, this was 2015, so 9-10 years later, we're still inching out slowly out of the dark matrix of dystopia surrounding Sharon's life. So I keep soldiering on as well. But if you're in a really bad situation, you kind of desperately are secretly hoping, like, can someone rescue me? Can someone rescue me? But you're not allowed to look clingy. You're not allowed to look desperate. You know what I mean? we all live by these rules. Well, you're not going to get the job if you look desperate. Actually, my mom wound up with her job, which saved her life, after a divorce, because she cried in the interview. That she would say that, but you know, she wound up crying because she was, you know, thrown for a loop. You know, she was really scared and alone. You know, our dad left for someone who, you know, we all, you know, I was a infant toddler, but everyone, she would have appeared as a friend because she lived in the neighborhood and showed up to baby showers. We even have the baby shower cards to prove that she was a friend, that she was a friend-ish, a fiend. Friend or fiend, right? We don't like plays and players, so we're kind of hoping they get shut down, especially since I had to report them to the FBI and the CIA because of the jackass with the backyard over there. So anyway, perp number 5, perp number 6. So some people, their whole lives, they learn to put on theater, but not the kind where you pay for a ticket and show up in an appropriate space. They just carry out theater on the streets and annoy the hell out of you and impose their beliefs upon you. You don't get to choose. You don't get to change the channel. Nothing. You get bullied by theater people in Philly. And they think they know everything and they're really dumb and everything. We learn theater. Yeah, you learn something that fucks people's brains over. I like warm, caring, nice people. I don't even like assertive people because they have to take it to the hill. I can hang with the guys, or I'm better than everybody else. I know how to get things done. Good for you, Nancy Drew. Screw you, Nancy Drew. It's like those ads, you know, when you look for a job back in the 80s. You have to love people, be a go-getter, this, that, and the other. And it's like, F you. All those traits do not describe me. So I wouldn't want to work with your skanky ass anyway. You know what I mean? You gotta be this, you gotta be that, you gotta be this. Meanwhile, no one's actually that naturally. No one wants to get on the phone lines and harass people to death because of their credit debt that was caused by other people. Like the biatch who stole your dad. She caused credit card debt because how do you live when you don't have someone with you every day who's a sole provider? Even though my mom worked a lot, so. All right, well, have a beautiful day. It's Thursday. It's what, the 24th or something? I don't even know. I don't even care today. So enjoy the day. Try to stay away from the monsters who work hard to divide and conquer your family and your world and you as a person. Stay true to yourself always, and may the gold fall where you walk because you stayed true to yourself and didn't have to lie in an interview to get the job.